In the chilling darkness of the school hallway, the blaring alarm echoed, sending shivers down my spine. The intercom crackled to life, announcing a lockdown, but the dread in the air hinted at something more sinister. Huddled in the corner of the classroom, we listened as distant footsteps echoed, growing closer. Panic painted the faces of my classmates, our eyes wide with fear. The emergency lights cast haunting shadows as we clung to the hope that this was just a drill. As the minutes dragged on, the intercom hissed again, revealing the unsettling truth. A potential threat lurked within our school. The atmosphere thickened with anxiety as we exchanged anxious glances. The realization that danger was just outside our door paralyzed us. Muffled whispers filled the room, speculating about the nature of the threat. Suddenly, a loud bang echoed through the hallway, making us jump. The grim reality sank in. The danger was real. The emergency lights flickered, casting eerie shadows that danced across the walls. Fear gripped us, amplified by the uncertainty of the unfolding nightmare. The intercom remained silent, leaving us in agonizing suspense. The minutes stretched like hours as we strained to hear any signs of the danger's proximity. Another bang, closer this time, sent a collective shiver through our spines. We held our breath, praying for a swift resolution. Then, the intercom crackled to life, announcing law enforcement's arrival. Relief washed over us, but the fear lingered. The cautious opening of the classroom door revealed a changed landscape, the once familiar school now tainted by the traumatic experience. The haunted look in my classmates' eyes mirrored the indelible mark the night left on our collective psyche. In the eerie silence of a school night, the dim glow of emergency lights cast unsettling shadows across the empty hallways. It was a typical evening until the unexpected announcement echoed through the intercom, sending a shiver down my spine. This is not a drill. We are now in lockdown. My classmates and I exchanged bewildered glances as the realization set in. Something was terribly wrong. Fear gripped us like a vice as we huddled in the corner, hidden from view, the air heavy with anticipation. The minutes stretched into an eternity, punctuated only by the distant wailing of sirens. The intercom crackled to life again, this time with an urgency that sent a chill through my bones. Remain silent. Do not open the doors for anyone. We are securing the premises. As we strained our ears for any clue, the oppressive darkness seemed to amplify every creak and groan of the old building. A sense of foreboding hung in the air, and each passing moment intensified our anxiety. Time itself became a malevolent force. Suddenly, a series of muffled footsteps echoed down the hallway. Panic seized the group as we held our breath, eyes wide with terror. The shadow of an unknown figure flickered under the doorframe, and an indescribable dread settled over us. Whispers circulated among us, speculating on the nature of the threat outside. Was it a stranger with malicious intent, a disturbed student, or something far more sinister? The unknown fueled our collective nightmare. The intercom crackled again, a strained voice issuing an update. Law enforcement is on site. Stay calm. We are working to resolve the situation. Yet the dread lingered. In the confined darkness, imagination ran wild, conjuring horrors that seemed to lurk just beyond our line of sight. Every creak of the building, every distant sound became a source of terror. Hours passed like a torturous eternity until, finally, the intercom declared the end of the lockdown. As the doors cautiously opened, we emerged into a changed world. The specter of that night haunted our thoughts, a lingering reminder of the fragility of our sense of security in the supposedly safe haven of a school. I find myself alone in the dimly lit classroom, the flickering fluorescent lights casting eerie shadows on the walls. The air is heavy with a tense silence, broken only by the distant sound of muffled footsteps and the occasional creak of the building settling. The intercom crackles to life, sending shivers down my spine. Attention, students and staff, this is not a drill. We are currently under lockdown. Please remain silent and stay in your classrooms until further notice. My heart pounds in my chest as I glance around the room. Desks are pushed against the door, makeshift barricades in a feeble attempt to keep whatever lurks in the hallways at bay. Fear grips me, and I can't shake the feeling that something sinister is closing in. I strain my ears, catching whispers from my classmates. Some speculate about an intruder, while others share unsettling rumors of a malevolent presence haunting the school. The atmosphere becomes thick with paranoia, and I clutch the edge of my desk, my knuckles turning white. The intercom crackles again, this time with a voice so chilling it sends a shiver down my spine. "You can hide, but you cannot escape. I see you all." A collective gasp escapes the room and panic sets in. The once muted whispers turn into desperate pleas for reassurance. I feel a cold sweat on my forehead, my breaths coming in shallow bursts. The room grows colder, as if an unseen force is draining the warmth from the air. Suddenly, the lights flicker and go out, plunging us into absolute darkness. The air becomes thick with an otherworldly presence, and a guttural moan echoes through the room. I hear my classmates whimpering, and the weight of dread intensifies. In the pitch-black void, I fumble for my phone, using its feeble glow to scan the room. The hushed whispers reach a crescendo, blending with the unearthly sounds that seem to be closing in. Shadows dance on the walls, taking on grotesque shapes that defy logic. A sudden jolt of terror courses through me as the door rattles against the barricade. The whispers become anguished cries as the malevolent force outside seeks entry. I press myself against the wall, paralyzed by fear. As the door inches open, I catch a glimpse of a ghastly figure. Its eyes glow with an unnatural intensity, and a sinister grin stretches across its face. The intercom crackles one final time, sending a haunting message into the abyss. Class dismissed. The door swings open, and darkness consumes me.